Hello, this video is about the Area Calculator. The Area Calculator is a Visual Calc's product that's kind of a follow-on to the previous Visual Calc software that was released that was really more focused towards engineers and highly technical people used to using CAD products. This software is a little bit easier to use and is really more focused on people who are interested in doing things like calculating the area of a floor plan or trying to figure out how many square feet a countertop would have to be. So essentially this software is really good at taking an image and finding the area of any region within that image. So I'll show you how to do that with this, this apartment that we have pulled up here. So this is just a JPEG that I uploaded when I opened up the software. So let's go ahead and draw some lines, just like any CAD software. And we can select our units. Let's say we want meters. Let's say that wall happens to be 3 meters. And we're just going to drag and draw kind of roughly around these corners. I don't think there's any need to be too terribly precise. It really depends on how precise a measurement you need, I suppose. And we can always come back and adjust this stuff too. So why don't we let's make this easy on ourselves and draw some real sloppy lines here. Right now I'm using a mouse to do this, and I've observed that using this software, probably the easiest way to use it is on a phone or on an iPad or something like that, some touch device. Another cool feature of this is that if you're using a device that has a camera built in, you can actually just go ahead and take a picture of whatever it is you're trying to find the area of and use that photo immediately. So before we close this up, so there's a gap here, let's go ahead and adjust some of these spots that we were a little bit sloppy about. So as you can see, it's pretty easy. You just go in there and drag the lines so that they line up to exactly the line you're trying to match. Alright, I think that's looking reasonably good. So we'll go ahead and close this. As soon as I close it, you'll see that it starts calculating the results and fills in the area and indicates that it's working. Alright, so it's about 29.5 square meters. So I'm pretty happy with that calculation. I think that demonstrates pretty well how you might use this software. There are a couple of other cool features I want to show you really quick. If you're concerned with contrast, for instance, the colors here are kind of the same as those on the drawing. You could select a different color, so this really pops against that gray, I'd say. Alright. Other things you can do with the software, you can do angular dimensioning. So this is obvious, this is 90 degrees, but if we wanted it to be 37.5 degrees, we could click here and we could change that. Also the dimensioning tags are quite fluid for this. That's a feature of this that I'm quite happy with. You can move the dimension tag anywhere you like. You can also undo any step along the way, so you can see we're moving our dimension tag back to where it was before. And I guess the last thing I'll show you is the ability to go ahead and erase lines. So you can drag right through stuff and that'll erase individual lines. Alright, let's go ahead and clear this. And now we're back to the startup page. So what we can do is we could load a new image if we wanted to trace, or we could draw a freehand shape. I really encourage you to load up this software yourself. If you go to dthomas.io, you'll find a link to this page where you can use the software, and you'll also find a link to the GitHub repo where you can actually look at the source code itself. So thanks for taking a look at this video, and let me know what you think.